Okay, just giving you a bit of an idea what's in the Drakes. Really, they go through the B, C series, etc. A, B, and C series, to be fair. A bit of everything. As you can see, they're all separate transmitter receivers, etc., etc. Some do have external VFOs. There's a few of there's a TX4XC. Now the XC is actually quite a rare beast. R4C up there. There's a Drake SPR4. That didn't actually come from the same location. That's from another collection that I've had. Lots of power supplies, of course. There's 6 odd power supplies from memory. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? Yeah, I think so. Power supply? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, what you see is what you get here. TX4B, TR4C, TX4C. Yeah, see the TX4Cs, they were getting a bit rarer. R4Bs, R4C, etc., etc., etc. I've kept one for myself. These have all been actually, surprisingly, when we fire them up, quite good. I'm not going to sell with any sort of warranties. This is basically what you see is what you get because they've been sitting here a little while. And it is time to move them on. So this is some Drakes. You can do the maths on just what's here. Certainly quite a bit of a combination. I haven't even actually written it all down myself. So just as I pan past, you can sort of see and maybe note down and pause what's actually there. And make sure I get down there as well. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a confined area here, so it's very hard to give you a... Try and see if I can get back a bit. That might help a bit there. Yeah, so as I come along there, that might give you a bit more of a viewing where you can sort of see what might go with what. I'll keep that so you can see the numbers more so than anything else. My goal is to get this shelf clear. And that's how we're doing it at the moment, one shelf at a time. Well, it's not quite how we're doing it, but, well, it seems like it anyway. It seems to be getting there. And once again, what we were showing just up there. And something that I did a photo of, but just to give you an idea, loads and loads of manuals. There's probably a watt meter somewhere. If you can't see it, it's not included for the moment, but if we... I think I've got one, but whether I kept that or not, so actually I might have, so don't include the watt meter for now, but if I've got a spare one, we'll do a deal. Yeah, so once again, TX4C manuals, lots of Drake paperwork. Whoever buys a lot, if we end up selling it that way, don't get me wrong, we've open options, but obviously you get all the manuals, you get everything that's here. My preference is to sell it as one lot. I know I can make a lot more money doing another way, but for the Drake collector, this might be something that really opens your eyes to having all the models that, you know, sort of are really collectible. And these were run regularly too, by the way. These are not sort of just been sitting on the shelf. Well, they have been here, but they've been sitting on the shelf. But previously, these were in a shack in Mount Gambier, and these were being used daily with big kilowatt amps and you name it. Each was set up on a different band, different antenna. Amazing, actually. Amazing story, some of the amateurs of old and what they've done. Always a pity that things like this have to come to an end, to be honest. But they do. All right, well, look, there you go. There's a bit of a look at some of this. Sorry, the lighting could be... The lighting's not too bad in here, but it's just hard to know whether I'm picking up the detail of everything well enough. But try and just do a bit of a close-up. And maybe if I just quickly... As you can see, each one of them, you know, sort of have got what he's done to them over the years. He used to keep quite detailed records of what upgrades he was doing to his radios. And had my situation been different, we would have set every one of these up. Well, certainly XC, C, B, and an A. Maybe not every one of them, but certainly one of each. But yeah, aren't they impressive? Yeah, honestly. And some of these you'll see where he's, you know, fitted extra filters, and some of them he had like a fixed crystal and things like that. Like this one says no fixed crystals, where some of them have got fixed crystals. Quite amazing. Don't worry about that. That's just a bit of cobweb. God, unreal. So that gives you a bit of an idea. All right, I'll get this posted up. This is the shelf or two of Drake's, hey? And we do have some valves that'll go with them as well. Let me just go around to those. Yeah, quite a bit of valves that pretty much this whole stack of valves in here, there was a stack that went with the Drakes, and I think this other box here was with the Drakes as well, but I won't say that every valve was for the Drakes there, but I know a lot of them were for the Drakes, so quite happy to include those as well. Means I can get some walkway back in here, you know. All this has got to go. Just to give you an idea, I mean, all of this, all these boxed radios, all these bits here, there's not much. And to give you an idea, the shelf, this just goes on and on for the next few rows and rows of, but let's deal with it. I'm learning to deal with things one shelf at a time, but as you can see, this is not a small task. There will be over 100 receivers coming up. I'm just looking at what's there. We know there's over 100 receivers that are coming up, and as you can see, it's many and varied, but get ready, guys. All right, well, for the moment, let me just finish on where I started. I got a bit moved away from what I was doing, didn't I? Let's have a look. But yeah, Drake's, layer up on layer. 73, so all the best.